Patrick Hart. Pat Cash is a retired Australian professional tennis player who won the men's singles title at Wimbledon in 1987. He won 6 titles and reached a career-high singles ranking of world number 4 in May 1988. Early career: Cash first came to the tennis world's attention as a junior player in the early 1980s. He was awarded a scholarship at the Australian Institute of Sport. He was ranked the top junior player in the world in 1981, and in 1982 he won the junior titles at both Wimbledon and the US Open. He turned professional in 1982 and won his first top-level singles title that year in Melbourne. Cash established a reputation on the tour as a hard-fighting serve and volleyer and for wearing his trademark black and white checked headband and his cross earring. In 1983, Cash became the youngest player to play in a Davis Cup final. He won the decisive singles rubber against Joachim Nistra. M as Australia defeated Sweden 3-2 to claim the cup. In 1984, Cash reached the men's singles semi-finals at both Wimbledon and the US Open. He lost in 3 sets in the Wimbledon semi-finals to John McEnroe and was defeated in the semi-finals at the US Open by Ivan Lendl, who won their match in a 5th-set tiebreaker. This day is regarded as one of the greatest days in US Open history because it featured the 3-set thriller women's final of Hart v Navratilova and a McEnroe v Connors 5-set marathon, creating the day now known as Super Saturday. Cash was the runner-up in the men's doubles competition at Wimbledon in both 1984 with McNamee and 1985 with Fitzgerald. In 1986, he helped Australia regain the Davis Cup with a 3-2 victory over Sweden. Cash again won the decisive singles rubber, recovering from 2 sets down against Michael Pernfors. Just prior to Wimbledon in 1986, Cash had an emergency appendix operation, but somehow managed to get through to the singles quarter-finals. During the championship, Cash was so pleased about his wins he started the now common tradition of throwing wristbands and, in his case, headbands to the fans in the crowd, causing a big frenzy. In 1987, Cash reached his first Grand Slam singles final at the Australian Open, where he lost in 5 sets to Stefan Edberg. This was the last Australian Open played at Kooyong on a grass court. Wimbledon victory: the crowning moment of Cash's career came at Wimbledon in 1987. Having already beaten Mats Wilander in the quarter-finals and Jimmy Connors in the semi-finals, Cash defeated the world number 1, Ivan Lendl, in the final. Cash sealed the victory by climbing into the stands and up to the players' box at centre court, where he celebrated with his family, girlfriend, and coach, Ian Barkley. This started a Wimbledon tradition that has been followed by many other champions at Wimbledon and other Grand Slam tournaments since. He only lost 1 set during the entire tournament. Later career and retirement: in 1988, Cash reached the Australian Open final for the 2nd consecutive year and faced the Swede, Mats Wilander. It was the first men's singles final played at the new Melbourne Park venue, and Wilander won in a 4.5-hour encounter, taking the 5th set 8-6. The first Grand Slam final in history to be playing indoors after rain delays forced the closing of the roof midway through the match. Cash played in his 3rd Davis Cup final in 1990. This time, Australia lost 2-3 to the United States. Cash continued to play on the circuit on and off through the mid-1990s. A series of back-to-back injuries to his Achilles tendon, knees, and back prevented him from recapturing his best form after winning Wimbledon in 1987. He won his last top-level singles title in 1990 in Hong Kong. His last doubles title came in 1996 at Pinehurst with Rafter. For most of his career, Cash was coached by Melbourne-born tennis coach, Ian Barkley. Since his retirement from the tour, Cash has resided mainly in London. He is the host of CNN's tennis-focused magazine show Open Court, and has also worked as a TV colour commentator, primarily for the BBC. He has coached top players including Greg Rusedski and Mark Philippoussis. Cash opened a tennis academy on the Gold Coast of Australia and has coached numerous top-ranked Australian juniors. He is opening academies in Koh Samui, Thailand and in the Caribbean St. Vincent, St. Lucia and Dominican Republic as well. Cash continues to be a draw card on both the ATP and Champions Cup Legends Tours, having won the Hall of Fame event in Newport, Rhode Island in 2008 and 2009. Pat has won the over 45s Wimbledon doubles title with fellow Aussie Mark Woodford in 2010, 2011, 2012 and 2013. Pat has now collected the Junior, Tour and Legends Wimbledon titles. To date, he remains the only person to have done so. Cash's main passion away from tennis and his family is playing the guitar. He took to the stage with INXS at his Australian Tennis Hall of Fame induction at the 2003 Australian Open and has played with his own band at various events and festivals. Cash was inducted into the Sport Australia Hall of Fame in 2005. Personal life: in his early 20s, Cash had 2 children with his then-girlfriend, the Norwegian model Anne Bright Christiansen. They have a son, Daniel, and a daughter Mia. From 1990 through 2002, Cash was married to Brazilian Emily Bandit. Their twin boys, Shannon and Jet, were born in 1994. Jet Cash is an up-and-coming tennis player. Cash became a grandfather in May 2010 at the age of 44 when his daughter Mia gave birth to a baby girl. One of the more unusual titles was Sexiest Grandfather of the Year by an independent poll in a UK women's magazine. He is now a grandfather of 2 as Mia gave birth in July 2013 to a baby boy named Patrick. He continues to support various charities including Goal the Orchid Appeal and founded Australia's best-known environmental charity Planet Ark with mate John D. The two of them, having moved on from Planet Ark, have set up Do Something, an organisation that helps Australians to create social and environmental change. http://dosamething.net.au/ Major Finals, Grand Slam Finals, Singles, 3 Finals, Doubles 2 Finals, Wimbledon 1984 Final W. McNamee lost to McEnroe and Fleming, Wimbledon 1985 Final W. Fitzgerald lost to Tariki and Hart, Singles, Doubles, 1982 a Euro Adelaide, 1983 a Euro Sydney Outdoor, Brisbane, 1984 a Euro Aix-en-Provence, Houston, Houston WCT, London, 1985 a Euro Las Vegas, 1987 a Euro Montreal, 1990 a Euro Sydney Outdoor, Hong Kong, 1996 a Euro Pinehurst, Senior Tour, 2000 a Euro London Masters, UK. 2001 a Euro Graz, Austria, 2008 a Euro Champions Cup Newport, USA, 2009 a Euro Champions Cup Newport, USA, Grand Slam Singles Performance Timeline, NH = Tournament not held. A = did not participate in the tournament. References. External links: Official Pat Cash website, Pat Cash at the Association of Tennis Professionals, Pat Cash at the International Tennis Federation, Pat Cash at the Davis Cup.